Guys, it's fair time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do because we're probably gonna be there like 2 or 3 days during fair time, and I can't go to the fair without having a hand-dipped corn dog and an elephant ear. That's like my kryptonite. So I have a solution, and that is that I am making a keto corn dog and a keto elephant ear. I'm gonna make those up ahead of time and eat them before we go. And hopefully I'm not gonna be tempted by all of those delicious, yummy fair foods. So follow me along when I make that keto corn dog. I'll show you how to do it, and don't forget to subscribe to Keto Focus because you can check out that elephant ear video. The batter part of this corn dog is actually FATHEAD dough. You start with 10 ounces of almond flour and whisk it together with a teaspoon of baking powder, then set it aside. In a glass bowl, add 5 ounces of mozzarella cheese and microwave it at 60-second intervals until all the cheese is melted. Then add 1 egg to the cheese and beat it together with an electric mixer. Slowly add in the almond flour mixture and continue beating until it's combined. You'll notice that some of the cheese might get stuck to the top of the beaters, but don't worry, just peel it off and then start beating it again. If you don't have an electric mixer, you can always do this by hand. It's just messy and takes a really long time. Once it's roughly combined, start kneading the dough with your hands. I actually like to knead it on the counter. I find it a little bit easier. I just sprinkle down some almond flour and then start kneading. This kneading process just helps all the ingredients just really meld together perfectly. This recipe for flathead dough, or keto dough as some other people call it, comes from Keto Copy on Instagram. I'll link her page in the description below. Her recipe is my favorite so far because it's easy to work with and bakes up so well. Once the dough is kneaded, flatten out the dough ball with a piece of parchment paper, top with another piece of paper, and roll it out until it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Next, let your hot dogs dry out on a paper towel, then insert corn dog skewers into them. I found these skewers on Amazon. Then you're going to cut out the dough using the hot dog as your template. Just cut enough to cover the hot dog, then mold the dough around the hot dog. And then you're just going to repeat this with all of your dogs. I use avocado oil to fry my corn dogs because it can get up to 500 degrees before it starts to smoke, but you can use any oil you want just as long as it has a high smoking point. To test if the oil is hot enough, just throw a piece of dough in the skillet. It should start to sizzle immediately, and now it's ready. So you want to pour enough oil in there so it's going to cover your corn dog about 1/3 of the way through. And I usually heat the oil over medium to medium-high heat. And then fry the corn dogs one at a time, turning every few seconds so they don't burn and you get nice even browning. Once all sides are done, just remove it from the skillet and put it on a paper towel. Well, I hope you guys found that helpful. This corn dog is so amazing. I actually think it tastes better than a regular corn dog. So you gotta try it, trust me. Well, enjoy county fair time, guys. See you next time.